Our referee, Mr. Daniel McFarlane. Our judges from France, Korea, Ukraine, Croatia and England. The 5 judges, of which 3 will be randomly selected by computer for their scores. And they must score with a 10-point must system. Action underway in our 3rd bout in this clash between the Polish Hussars and the Baku Fires from Azerbaijan. Heybatulla, HAJIALIYEV for the Baku Fires. And with everything resting on his shoulders, it would seem, for the Polish Hussars, Damian KIWIOR. Well, both fighters fighting southpaw, but we know for the Azeris, that is not something you can take to the bank. They switch hit, they're so slippery, they're so slick, and there you saw an example of it. And straight from the get-go, HAJIALIYEV displaying huge confidence here, trying to impose himself by making life very difficult for Damian KIWIOR. KIWIOR has the height advantage, slightly more upright, slightly more square on, but he's getting caught. And HAJIALIYEV starting to display superior skills here. Comes in behind that left hook very sweetly. Hard to believe we're over halfway through this round, and look at that left hand. Springs into action from a stationary position. Drops the guard and invites KIWIOR in. KIWIOR having none of it. He's trying to close his man down, KIWIOR, but he takes a good right hand there. So gaming the rule system just a little bit, the Azeri fighter. HAJIALIYEV just hugging a little bit too long in the clinch. Now, KIWIOR has got some power in the punches. He's got a big right hand, but the Azeri comes fully loaded, hits with the left and the right. But can KIWIOR land a good shot? In that exchange, he got the right hand off. Interesting. I still think in favour of the Azeri. HAJIALIYEV, very fast, very crisp. And right from the get-go, you couldn't help but be impressed with the confidence. Well, judges saw it that way as well. And Heybatulla, HAJIALIYEV takes a 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 win across the board from all 3 judges for the first round. But some potential here from KIWIOR. That right hand finding the target. And if he can tee up HAJIALIYEV and land a big one, well, we could see the upset that we're waiting for. Two of a scheduled 5 in our 3rd bout this evening. The Polish Hussars take on the Azerbaijan Baku Fires. So far, the bad boys from Baku have racked up a 2-bout win going into this, our 3rd bout of the evening. The Poles, bottom of this group of death, Group B, after having 2 straight losses in 2 outings. The Azeris, well, they had a hard time in their opening against the Astana Arlands, narrowly losing. But they came back big time last week against the Mexico Guerreros with a 5-bout straight win. 2 minutes left, round 2, our third bout. Damian KIWIOR again, another debutant from the Polish Hussars. And he takes on Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV. But HAJIALIYEV not having it maybe as easy as his other two compatriots in their bouts. This is good work we're seeing here from KIWIOR. And again, the exchange is evening up now. And KIWIOR has got some power in the shots. But has he got the ability to get them off in a meaningful fashion? Elsewhere in the group rankings, Group A, Team Germany at the top. Second, the Ukraine Ottomans. At third, Italia Thunder, the Dolce & Gabbana. The Argentina Condors at fourth. The USA KOs at 5. And the Algeria Desert Hawks at 6, sharing that last pole position with the Polish Hussars in this grouping. Well, 10 seconds to go in round 2. It's been a harder prospect for Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV as Damian KIWIOR starts to fancy this now. Is that a better round for the pole? It'd be interesting if the judges saw it in his favour. Well, one judge in favour of KIWIOR, Judge B, but it's a unanimous win for HAJIALIYEV with 2 10-9s. Better work, though, the tail of the tape reveals for Damian KIWIOR. And at the end of the round, well, he looked like a man that had smelt the sweet smell of victory wafting over the horizon. Crucial round at 3, as this is a crucial bout at bout 3. But straight away, Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV stamps his mark on this bout with an opening flurry that just sends a clear message to the judges. I'm here and I'm back behind the steering wheel. Good right. But that was a good right from KIWIOR. And again, and KIWIOR now taking shots but landing his own, forcing the play here, running on now to HAJIALIYEV. Certainly on the front foot. And HAJIALIYEV smart enough to know that he can't outgun this young Pole. He needs to outbox him. Great left hook. And again, the right comes round over the top. Oh, to the head, to the midsection. And again, another class performance from what can only be described as a class act. The Azeri Baku Fires. Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV putting in an exhibition here, being warned by referee Daniel McFarlane, though, to watch his strike contact area, the inside of the glove just coming to prominence in that last flurry. But slipping and moving. And the head's touching there. And referee having a word about that. Just a minute left in this round 3. Damian KIWIOR needs to start exercising some control here. But HAJIALIYEV is the one that's doing the talking. Popping the left, then the right. Firing them off at will. And KIWIOR very linear with his work. I mean, it's very omnidirectional, whereas HAJIALIYEV, well, again, a will-o'-the-wisp, as was his compatriot, Gairbek Jermarkanov. And the 10-second clapper seems to elicit a huge flurry of activity from the Pole, who likes to finish strong. But I think we're going to see a repeat performance from the judges in terms of scoring. A great and strong round for Heybatulla, HAJIALIYEV. And yet, unanimous across the board, giving HAJIALIYEV 30-27, 29-28, 30-27. Just look at him work, goes to the head, then the body. Look at that. Throws a right, slips under. Just out of range for KIWIOR. Punishes him cruelly as KIWIOR tries to lock on and get the range. Round 4. And you kind of get the sense that even putting one bout on the scoreboard is a seemingly impossible task for the Hussars, Poland. So the water being taken out of the blue corner, and clock off, but clock back on. Round 4. Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV of the Azerbaijan Baku Fires takes on Polish Hussar Damian KIWIOR. KIWIOR at 22 years of age and a height advantage of 177 centimeters. HAJIALIYEV with the experience. Ranked individually in the WSB rankings at 19. Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV has won straight 4 rounds thus far. And now feeling confident enough to give us a demonstration of expertise and skill. And as Damian KIWIOR goes head-to-head on the ropes, HAJIALIYEV happy to accommodate him, but just getting a little warning there from Daniel McFarlane, our referee, that can't push down on the head. So this is a better round, if you like, for Damian KIWIOR, in the sense that the Azeri fighter has allowed him to go toe-to-toe. But KIWIOR has been outgunned again. And even after that exchange, HAJIALIYEV Gives KIWIOR something to take away. Little left hook, and the head's getting dangerously close. And Danny McFarlane aware of that. So back to the centre of the ring, back to work. But it's one hand clapping, I have to admit, for Damian KIWIOR. He's being outclassed and outgunned here. But what a gutsy performance from a debutant. But what is remarkable about this bout, as I would venture with the two previous, it's not so much the shots that are landed, but the shots that are slipped. And that work being carried out by Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV, and he's just made life so difficult, as indeed have all the Baku fighters. Better round there for Damian KIWIOR. The judges saw it in favour of the Polish fighter. But I would venture that that's partly to do with the fact that Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV allowed him to get into it in that fourth round by standing toe-to-toe. More of a demonstration that he could outbox him on his own terms. Fifth and final in this light welterweight 64-kilogram category bout. Damian Tadeusz KIWIOR of the Polish Hussars takes on the Azerbaijani Baku Fires fighter, Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV. So far, out of the 5 rounds, HAJIALIYEV has taken 3, with Damian KIWIOR taking the 4th. We need an upset for KIWIOR to win this bout, and I don't think the prospect of that is going to be forthcoming. So HAJIALIYEV happy to go toe-to-toe. So for every 1 punch from KIWIOR, HAJIALIYEV gets 2 crisp ones off. Well, this is good work we're seeing here from Damian KIWIOR. I think that's more to do with the fact that HAJIALIYEV has stopped all the lateral movement and has decided just to go toe-to-toe with KIWIOR. Look at that left hand. As soon as the fighters separate, HAJIALIYEV gets a shot off, and it's a cracker. Under a minute left in round 5, the 5th and final round. Oh, a boxing lesson for Damian KIWIOR. 4 slipped-in punches. Slipped in from behind the guard. And this is sheer dominance from HAJIALIYEV. Gutsy performance. And an effort that's full of heart from Damian KIWIOR. And probably, so far, the best performance we've seen from the Polish Hussars. The crowd in attendance here, willing on KIWIOR. But it's a partisan crowd, as you'd expect, coming from the Hala Znich in Proskau. But at the end of that round, even if KIWIOR manages to convince the judges, that strong opening performance from Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV has put him in good stead, taking the first 3 rounds. Well, this is the tail of the tape. And although KIWIOR did manage to land some shots, HAJIALIYEV always had the con. So let's see what the official verdict is.
We have a unanimous decision. Judge number 1 scored this 46-46 to 49. Judge number 2 scored this 46-46 to 49. Judge number 3 also scored this 46-46 to 49. So the count scored yes, and the winner is for the Hussars Poland,
So a unanimous win for Heybatulla HAJIALIYEV. The last round, round 5, was a straight 10-9 win in favour of the Baku Fires fighter. Only that one round went adrift at 4 for Damian KIWIOR, but a great performance, and his hand is raised. Probably the best performance so far from a Polish Hussars fighter.